What is going on, eaters and feeders? I feel like it's been a very long time since even though I don't see you guys, it feels like it's been a long time. A lot of stuff has been going on. As you guys are aware, Facebook shut me down. I am in the process of trying to work around and hopefully get approved. There's actually this weird notice that initially it wasn't displayed. So when you, hopefully this doesn't happen, but if you were to get disabled through Facebook, they point you to the help center. The help center has this little bogus link that supposedly gives you the ability to appeal, but within like a second and a half, they immediately say this decision can't be reversed. So it's obviously not really being appealed by anybody. It's not being looked at by anybody. But the newest alert that I've been seeing is that it says your account was disabled on October 21st, and you can submit for an appeal through the help center for up to 30 days. And after 30 days, your account will be permanently disabled or deactivated, deleted, whatever the verbiage is. So that's a new thing. That's scary because today is like 30 days. It's the 20th of November. So yeah. So I don't know if you guys caught my other live streams where I was kind of giving updates. I bought an Oculus Quest 2, which is a VR system that Facebook produces. And I went through their support telling them, listen, I bought your gaming system for $300 and it requires me to have a Facebook account, but you guys disabled my Facebook account. What's the deal? They have told me probably like 5 times now, check back in 3 to 5 days. We've submitted a support ticket. Don't set up a new account. They're very adamant about that. Don't set up a new account and just keep checking back. So I keep checking back. Today, I just said, okay, this has been 3 times now. What's going on? They're like, check back in a week. And I'm like, can I talk to a supervisor or something? And she's like, yeah, I'll submit a ticket for a supervisor to reach out to you in 3 to 5 days. If you don't hear from them after a week, check back. So gives me some kind of hope. It's better than telling me no, go fly a kite. But in any case, a previous live stream, I mentioned that I am working on contingency. I was actually just creating kind of the skeletal outline of this system, what I'm doing on the website. And what I'm going to try to do is, there are some videos that I don't have on Facebook. I've been keeping them exclusive just for members. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that. I'm sorry, YouTube. I meant YouTube. If I said Facebook, I meant YouTube. There's some videos that aren't posted on YouTube. There's some that I've posted and then they come down. So you only have a certain amount of time to view them. And that's really just not to hold back on the information. I really want to provide it for everybody, but there's also people who are paying to be in the group and in the private group, and they pay for consultation. And it doesn't seem fair that people who are paying are getting no more information or no extra access to privileges or information or content or resources that, is public. So I am going to keep stuff public on YouTube. I'll continue to post public on YouTube, but there will be some stuff that never makes it to YouTube, will only be available through the membership, and other stuff that may go up for like a week or two, but then it will be unlisted and it will only be available through the membership portal. It will also have a community much like Facebook. So I intend to, if Facebook plays nice and they let me back on to Facebook and they restore everything, maybe I won't have as much of a rush to migrate everybody over. But I'm thinking it's scary to see them just with no recourse, no appeals, no nothing. I have no power. It's been very scary because I've been funneling people into Facebook and Facebook doesn't care. They just want to cut me off for the treacherous act of having my last name as the student. That's the only violation that I had. My last name was the student on my Facebook account. So that's the only thing I did wrong. And they just shut everything down. No access to almost 2 decades worth of pictures and memories and friends and networking and all that other stuff. So I'm kind of bitter on Facebook. And I'm thinking, even if they do give me access to my Facebook account and allow me to get back into my private groups and back into my business page, I think I'm still going to move everything over here, because I think just about everybody is growing tired of all these social media giants and these tech giants and everything that's going on right now in the media. So I'm going to be proactive about that. As I said, it's this community system that is going to be it's going to be identical to Facebook. I also kind of am going to use this as an opportunity to filter out a lot of the people who aren't really active in the group. And this will be a good way. I'm going to notify everybody once it's ready. I will give everybody who's already got a membership, you will receive access to this membership as well. And then obviously new people can also join as well through the website. But I think I am going to move everything off of Facebook, just because I don't appreciate the inherent vulnerability that comes with relying on Facebook. I rather have something that is more independent, and this is a major inconvenience. I'm not able to access you guys. I know there's questions that are, being posted in the group that I'm not able to answer. I'm hoping the other members of the group can, but I can't expect you guys to be doing that and have every answer and have the time while running your own businesses to jump on the group and help each other out. While that is, the ideal situation, the whole point is for me to be able to also chime in and post content and questions and ideas and all sorts of other stuff that I want to share. And there's been so much stuff that I've been having in my brain that I've been wanting to share, but alas, Facebook has other intentions. So that is in the works. Like I said, even if I get access to Facebook, it may slow it down. It may not be as much of a necessity, but I think at the end of the day, 2021, I plan on having everybody migrate over to the group through mealprepbiz101.com. And like I said, it'll have you'll have access to all of the videos, even the stuff that's not on YouTube. And also there will be content that's going to be made exclusively for that. And I really just want to invest in the group of people who are supporting. And like I said, filter out those people. I know I've got over 100 people in the private group. That number is going to drop significantly. And that's fine. There's a lot of people who weren't involved. They weren't contributing. And that's no problem. They might not have moved forward on their project and this wasn't right for them, or the timing wasn't right. That's fine. But I figure if this is something that is of value to people, they will migrate over to the site. If you weren't involved, if you weren't asking questions, if you weren't reading responses and commenting and all that other stuff, then you weren't really getting anything out of it anyway. So, that's fine. I like the idea of a smaller group anyway. Unfortunately, as you guys know, as business owners, quality normally is disproportionate to size. I hate to beat up on Walmart, but Walmart's really not known for their quality of customer service, or although their online customer service, I would say is better than Amazon. But usually the bigger the group, the bigger the tribe, the more of a disconnect there is. And as much as there is a value of having a lot of brains, if those brains aren't involved, it's just dead weight. And I have no problem having a smaller, tighter knit group of, Navy SEALs, just a few dozen people is all we need. I've got some amazing people I know will be in the group. I know who are involved. They're doing amazing stuff with their business. They've got some great stories to be telling, a lot of insight to be sharing, and a lot of lessons that they've learned that everyone can benefit from, a lot of different perspectives. So I know the core value of people are going to be there. Of course, I'm going to be there. No one's going to be between you and I. It will be my own website, my own community. Nobody will be able to shut us down for whatever's going on the big tech front. But I am very excited about that. There is some work. I want to make it look pretty. I have to, I'm not a big, graphic design guy. So I am working on some stuff myself. I am looking for someone to help me who's familiar with the Kajabi platform, just to help me organize things and make it kind of laid out in a nice, easy and user-friendly format. But it is on its way. I have been working on that. And I have been slacking. I think this last week was the first week in my entire YouTube career that I didn't post a new video, which it killed me. I was also out of town. I've got a lot of stuff going on. There's I don't want to get into it because I don't think this is really the place, but there is some personal stuff going on in just I don't want to make you guys concerned now. Some stuff with my family, basically. My father got some not so good news health wise, and I'll share it with you guys. I've got nothing to hide. So my father, for years now, has had just a back and forth battle with cancer, and he's been cleared of it a couple of times, and it comes back. And it was originally prostate cancer. I remember the night that I came in from like this I was like on cloud nine. I had this basically like connected with this chick at a concert, chick who I had a crush on forever, and came in cloud nine and got her phone number and everything. And I'm just like, man, we hit it off. We were talking about cars and guns and all this other stuff. And my mom, like 2 a.m. or something, walking into the kitchen and she gives me the bad news. And that was years ago, like 10 years ago. So it's been a long back and forth battle. And I'm not saying this for pity. Life's a beautiful thing. He could have been hit by a Mack truck, when I was a kid, and I would have had no time with him. So there's always, good, to be seen in any situation. But alas, cancer came back, and now it is it was originally prostate cancer. He went through a bunch of different treatments, had his prostate removed. They were really confused as to how some of his test results were coming back with the readings that they were, considering that he had it removed. And it looks like it has metastasized, and it's went into his kidneys, and that's what they were aware of over the summer. But they were like, I don't know, it didn't seem like it was too alarming or too big of a deal. They, kind of caught it in time. But now it looks like it's stage 4. It's in his bones. There's lesions and stuff on his skulls. They had an MRI done a little while ago. So we're going to see where that goes. But that has taken up a lot of my bandwidth, as well as like my birthday and then my fiance's birthday and a whole bunch of stuff. So, and then October was moving them out of their house. They just moved out of Boca. So timing is very inconvenient. It's a very interesting challenge to be going through, where my parents are basically gypsies right now because they didn't have a house to buy. They're just selling their house in Boca with the intention to move to Vero, but Vero's market is pretty hot right now, and they're not able to find a house that suits them. So now they might be going to Ocala, where we also have family. It's a lot of interesting challenges. So there's a lot of personal stuff going on. I think that I think a lot of us probably have something going on behind the scenes that the rest of us aren't aware of. So I guess sharing that hopefully allows you to understand that everyone's got, I've seen these memes that say everyone's got their own secret struggles they're going through. And I don't want pity, because I am very grateful for the mindset that I have. Immediately, this is obviously not great news, but like I said, it could have been much worse. It could always be much worse. I do have time with him now. There are treatments. Like, it's not the best news. It's not a cavity, but, stage 4 cancer, definitely a serious thing. But, I do have time to spend with him, and, we're going to do that. And at the end of the day, life moves on, and the value of life is largely based on the fact that it's very finite. And, tomorrow's never promised today. We should never take things for granted. If you are fortunate enough to still have your parents alive, as I am, my parents are in their 70s. I'm 36. I just turned 36. And I know people who, they don't have their parents anymore at my age. They lost their parents. I've got a buddy who, his dad died in front of him when he was like 9 or 12 or something, on the kitchen floor. He had a heart attack. So I'm very grateful. But I just want you guys to understand there's a lot of craziness going on in the background, and I am going to continue doing this. I'm continuing to move forward. Again, don't want any pity or anything like that. I just want you guys to know that this is a top priority for me. You guys are a top priority for me. I'm going to keep pushing through. And yeah, just yeah, not really sure what else to say with that. But on brighter brighter news, again, community is coming forward. Maybe I'll be getting back onto Facebook and I can connect and get the videos on there. Until then, if someone who's watching this is a member of the Facebook private groups, either of them, both of them, please share this video in the group so people know what's going on. I'll try to get an email out as well, as I've been slacking on my email newsletters. I've never been a big fan of newsletters. I don't read a whole lot, so that's why I haven't been wasting too much time on that with everything else that's struggling. I've got a lot of other stuff going on in the background, but it's just more craziness. That's the one that's in the front of my brain. I've got, so much stuff. I've got some stuff that is going to be good video content once it's resolved. It's pending matters, but once it's resolved and I know I can talk about it all publicly, I've got great content coming forward, and it'll be something that I think you guys will be able to learn a lot from. But in the meantime, I have tons of ideas for videos. I'm always looking for more, because if you guys have a question, or if there's something that is maybe some content that I should be discussing and putting to the front of my long list of content ideas, I'd be happy to hear it. So hit me in the comments. And so far, YouTube doesn't hate me as much as Facebook and Instagram do. Oh, that's another thing. I also have an Instagram that I've been setting up, and I set up a TikTok. And right now, the Instagram is pretty much just the TikTok videos that I'm posting to Instagram. But if you want to check out, obviously at Meal Prep Biz 101, that's the Instagram. If you're on TikTok, at Meal Prep Biz 101 is also the TikTok. Try to keep it easy for you guys. And then also, obviously, the website is at Meal Prep. The website is mealprepbiz101.com. Was I saying that correctly? Just in case I didn't, the Instagram is at mealprepbiz101.com. The TikTok is at mealprepbiz101. I'm saying .com. I can't say anything correct. At mealprepbiz101, Instagram and TikTok, both of those. Can't talk tonight. Running out of caffeine. So that's my update for this evening. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing Friday. I've been trying to catch up on emails as well. I think I've got one or two more that I have to respond to. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I know that you guys are probably trying to reach me on the group, hoping that I'm there. If you can't find me there, obviously you're not going to find me there. Feel free to shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to answer you through that way. And again, check out the website, mealprepbiz101.com. Book a consultation if you need to. The group isn't the community and what I'm right now calling the vault, where I'm going to put all the videos, all the stuff, even the stuff that's not on YouTube. I also like it because there's calculators and all sorts of other things that I don't have the ability to put on YouTube. So calculators, software, spreadsheets, and different tools and things like that. Beyond video, you really can't put anything on YouTube, right? So the website has always been a good place to find that stuff. Again, this is going to be the next evolution where it will all be aggregated in the membership portal community kind of thing that I'm putting together. So that should be cool. Hoping to get some help on it so I can bring it to fruition a little bit more expeditiously instead of having to learn all this fun stuff and set aside time to do all this content generation and moving all this stuff all over the place. But hopefully going to be doing some video shooting. I've got some videos planned for tomorrow. So depending on how fast I could shoot those and edit those, we should be back to my weekly content postings. Sorry, I took the week off. As I said, I was out of town. I didn't have backup content. It was kind of an unplanned, pseudo-planned, but kind of blindsided kind of event. But coming up on 20 minutes. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I'll be returning to the community shortly. And if not, I'll be bringing you to the new one. Rock on.